And welcome everyone to episode number 4 of the whiteboard. And this one will be entitled "Making the Hard Call." Sometimes in fantasy football, there's hard calls that you have to make. Uh, we just want to walk you through the process of fantasy football 101 and just give you a bird's eye view of how we make those hard fantasy decisions, especially in your redraft league and dynasty leagues as well, and auction or whatever league you're participating in. Sometimes you will be faced with a outstanding decision that can make or break your whole fantasy season in one decision. And we just wanted to give you a bird's eye view of what we do to rectify those situations. Once again, this is the Fantasy Typhoon, founder and CEO of Fantasy Football 101. And let's see how I want to do this. First, we have to recap. I usually try to recap episode 3, the episode that happened before, just so we can just do a quick recap just to keep you abreast of what's happening. Because we like to review and then enlarge. Review on what we taught the week before or the session before, and then enlarge on the next session. That way, information can be retained. Because we did a little research on this, and people learn several ways. Some people are doers. You just have to do it on the job learning. Some people learn visual, learn by seeing, and some people learn by hearing, and some people need all three. So that's why we try to take the whiteboard and elevate that from the podcast, because you're just hearing us, and now you can kind of see what we're doing. So that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to grow, trying to get bigger, and to better assist you in your fantasy domination. Let's see. Let's recap. Last week we went over the multi-bag. It's been termed the Darren Sproles role, but there's a term you don't have to keep saying. He's playing the Darren Sproles role. That's old, verbiage now. The new term is multi-bag, and C.J. Spiller, he's a multi-bag. There's a lot of various players who can be considered multi-bags. And multi-backs are guys who can usually do the wide receiver, he can do the running back, he can do the punt and kick returns, and he's a multi-back. He can do it all. And just to make a long story short, we went through Rex Burkhead, Cincinnati Bengals. We went through DeAnthony Thomas of the Kansas City Chiefs. And by the way, we just talked about him on the Beat Writers Tour. I have Farzine, a professional beat writer from the Kansas City Chiefs, come join us on the podcast on the Beat Writers Tour, and that's up on the iTunes podcast page. That we just uploaded that this morning. And we talked about DeAnthony Thomas as well, and then Dree Archer for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you got Tavon Austin, and then we have the king of the multi-back, which is Cordarrelle Patterson. We see him more as a multi-back as opposed to a traditional X or Z receiver like, North Turner is trying to make him commit to playing a position instead of utilizing his talents, as a punt and kick returner, and then use him in jet sweeps, bubble screens, passes in the flat, delayed screens, pivot routes. Things of this nature. Put the guy in space, put the ball in the guy's hands. He'll do the rest. And, we just went over a little video and went into the film room and looked at Cordarrelle Patterson and how he is explosive. He might be one of the best players with the football in his hand at every position as far as multi-back. He is the best multi-back in the NFL. So hopefully, during his off-season efforts, he upped his route running skills to get him on the field to where he can be trusted and then more utilize more in the multi-back role, he will pay fantasy dividends if this does come to fruition. But like we said in an article that's up on the site, it's totally up to it's totally up to CPAT. No one knows what he's going to do but him. It's him. It's up to him. So if anybody gives you, oh, he's going to break out this year or he's going to fail, neither one of them are correct, because no one knows, because it's up to Patterson. It's just that simple. Now, let's move on to this show, which is called Making the Tough Call. You know, you got to make that tough call. And just wanted to bring up a question of a guy who has to make a tough call. Mr. John Bernstein hit us with a question on Twitter about making a tough call. He says, need a little tutelage from the mentalists. Drafted number 8 in my 10-team redraft league. Whiteboard, hashtag whiteboard, McCoy. So he wants to know in his 10-team redraft, is McCoy, is he worth it? Okay, well let's go to the whiteboard. Let's jump right in and let's see if we can get this young man an answer to his question. Now, okay, let's put it on. You got your tackle, your guard, your center, your guard, your tackle, your tight end, Charles Clay, Woods. Let's see who you want to put over here. You got to put, God, what is his name? You know what I'm talking about. You got to put him over there at the X. What is this guy's name? So you got to put Sammy Watkins over there in the X. Then you put your quarterback on the field. Then you put, I guess I did that wrong. Hold on, let me do this again. Let me do it. Let me back this up. Bear with me, guys. Let me back this up. I kind of want to go in a different direction. Okay. Now, when you're making this tough decision, let's put your quarterback on the field. You got to put your offensive skill players on the field first. So, who are the guys? Where's the talent? In other words, that's the question I want. That's the question you ask yourself. Okay, is McCoy worth his draft spot? Well, okay, well let's see. Well, what is his draft spot? Okay, let's look at his draft spot. This is the ADP of Fantasy Football Calculator. Now I know he said he's in a 10-team league, but we like to use 14-team leagues because it gives it a rough, there's room for error. If you go by 14-team league, 10-team league, everything should fall in place. So we like to use 14-team league as a standard. So let's see. Let's find McCoy. He's right here. So he's going number 8 in the first round. So let's see if he's worth that. Let's see if he wants to know, is it worth it? Okay, let's put him on the field. All right, you got your tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, and your quarterback. So who's the next guy? It's McCoy. And where's your next skill player coming from? That's Watkins. That should. Matter of fact, let me take the quarterback off the board. Because he's not a given. So now you got McCoy and Woods. Those are your ballers. That's where the ball's going. These are your high round draft picks right here. Just that simple. Now, we all know Watkins' success is based upon the quarterback. So what's McCoy's success based upon his offensive line? So you look at the Bills' offensive line last year and the way they played, they didn't turn in a good outcome as far as run blocking. Actually, they were like number 25 out of 32. And that's not impressive. Now, another thing you look at when you're looking at McCoy, you're looking at the system versus the player. Because he's got to play. That's already understood. He's playing. Goal line package. You know, when you put your goal line package in, he's playing. He's coming to get that. Because your quarterback's limited. Your quarterback's limited. So he's getting red zone. He's getting red zone. Okay? Your quarterback's limited. Let's put him on the field now. Let's put your quarterback on the field. Quarterback's limited. He can't make the out, the in, the cutback, the comeback, the post, the corner. He can make the go. He can make the slant. That's about all your quarterback really can be depended upon, no matter who it is. We talking about Tyrod Taylor, Castle, or please don't be Manuel, because if it's Manuel, now you really got a problem with McCoy, because they coming up to get McCoy. So let's just hope the quarterback isn't let's hope we get a quarterback, because you got Taylor. He can give you the threat to run. So he does give you an extra component. And then you're looking at Castle. Castle is a better passer. Now, I know it's coming out in camp that he's not doing that good. We're not concerned about that. You know, that's OTAs and whatnot. We fully expect Castle to be suiting up week one. If not, Tyrod Taylor, which is fine. That helps that helps McCoy. So, being that your quarterback is limited, this guy here is McCoy. Is it? McCoy's going to have to carry the load for the team. That's no question. You got factor in Rex Ryan as your head coach. You know he wants to play defense, run the ball. You know, he wants to get out of there with a 17-14. That's what he's trying to do. And now you look at Greg Roman. He wants to do the pull the guard and put a let me put a fullback on the field. He wants to put a fullback on the field. Oops. Let me redo that one. He wants to put a fullback on the field and do that. And then here comes McCoy. But when you look at the way McCoy runs, this is how McCoy runs. This is McCoy. McCoy is then he sees it. McCoy is a little jitterbug, is what I'm trying to say. McCoy will come out and come back this way. There's no telling what McCoy is going to do, because he's full of instincts. You know, his instincts is more than his vision. You know, if you understand that. You know, Jamal Charles' vision. He's coming out. He's looking here. He's not even worried about y'all. He know he's going to boop, boop, make you miss and get here. So when Jamal Charles gets the ball, he's already looking here. He's already setting this stuff up. But McCoy is different. McCoy is more of an instincts guy, so he's trying to set his stuff up as it comes. He's more a reaction as opposed to doing. Now, in that system, like we told you, what Roman is bringing to the table, with fullback, what Roman brings to the table, Roman, you got to hit it. You can't be playing with this. So, based on the system, it's going to take McCoy a little bit of time in training camp and preseason for him to get acclimated to what they're asking him to do. But make no mistake, it's McCoy, because you can't rely on Watkins for the simple fact that you can't rely on your quarterback. So Watkins takes a fall because he's dependent on the quarterback. So to answer your question, is he worth that ADP here as far as 8th round? Absolutely. I mean, he is the Buffalo Bills offense. You know, when you look at these guys, that's the first thing you're looking for. What all of them have in common? He's the offense. He's the offense. You can't really say he is the offense, but he is a huge part of the offense. They do have a quarterback, and they do have a wide receiver connection, which frees him up, but he doesn't come off the field. He is just in a good system to where they feed him the ball. He gets a lot of goal line looks. He is the offense. He is the offense. He is the offense. Forte, with departure of Brandon Marshall, you got a rookie over there now who's raw. So now a lot more is going to fall on Forte's shoulders. C.J. Anderson, now they, folks, this is a new system. You better take notes on that. That's real. Peyton Manning is going to be reduced basically to game manager type of offense. So that's real. This guy now is the most important player on the team, but he does have good help with Emmanuel Sanders, Peyton Manning, and Demaryius Thomas. So he's going to see lanes. DeMarco Murray really don't know his full role yet. So as you look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 running backs that's going in the first round, is LaShawn McCoy number 8? Absolutely. Absolutely he's worth an 8. Absolutely. Because let's go back to the board. Yeah, absolutely. He's getting the goal line. Rex Ryan ground and pound. You don't have a quarterback. He's going to catch out the backfield. He's going to catch the dump offs. That's pretty much what you want from your starting running back. Now, whether he gets injured or not, we have no idea. We don't factor injury into anything we do. That's on you. So, in our opinion, making that decision, we gave you the information. We gave you the information, my friend. So it's up to you on how you want to go ahead and use that, John. That's up to you now. We could see you. Yeah, absolutely. He's worth number 8. Absolutely. Now, doing the research, I was going to put up a little film on McCoy, but didn't get a chance to do that. I was going to put up a little game rewind, but it's hard to translate that over and show you what Greg Roman wants him to do and what Shady does. It's kind of why he's there now, because Chip wanted him to, man, go get it. But McCoy wanted to, okay, there it is. Or come over here. Okay, it's over here. That's why he's at in Buffalo. He can say race and all this he want to, but it was evident when they got in goal line package, and then he brought in Chris Pope. Because you can't play. You can't play around when you're on the goal line. You can't be doing all this. You got to go get it. So, can Shady shade that from his game? Who knows? Will it work fully in Buffalo? We don't know. Those are questions you need to ask yourself. But is he worth number 8? Absolutely. Now, is he worth number 1? See, now you got a question. But like I was saying, going through the film, I found something from Buffalo. It's a guy, man. Nope, I'm doing a spotlight on him. He'll probably get the spotlight next. That's Robert Woods. Because, like we told you, when the X receiver's on the field, he's getting him. He's getting the free safety and a little bit of the, linebackers looking over there. So he's getting total attention. He's got one guy He's got one guy to beat. That's who Woods has one guy to beat. Now, we looking at the film on Robert Woods, man, that dude's a beast. And I know you looking at his numbers, and you don't see it because you're just looking at his numbers. You're not taking a look, and we're going to put him on film next week. He's going to be the next. He's going to be the next whiteboard. We're going to do it. Focus on Robert Woods because, man, we found outstanding play from Robert Woods. I mean, guys running. He's running all kinds of routes. He's doing a double move. He's doing the corner. He's doing the comeback. He's doing the outs. He's doing the ends. He's doing the slants. And he can do the drag. He's full route tree capability. He has full route tree capability right now. And folks don't even understand the talent that Robert Woods is bringing to the table is very underestimated. And I think he's in a contract year. So him being in a contract year, now he can move on to another team. And your dynasty manager, I guarantee you, he already thinks he's meh. Meh. You probably can pull a fourth and walk away with Robert Woods. Because it's quarterback play. Wait till we show you. Oh, man, wait till we show you this. Quarterback just throwing the ball all way above his head. Robert Woods is like right here, wide open. Here comes the ball like right here. Oh, come on, dude. I mean, quarterback killed him. But, yeah, like I said, I don't want to focus too much on Robert Woods. But hopefully, John, we helped you make the tough call on McCoy, which really, it really wasn't I don't say a tough call, but it was a call that folks, I guess he's in a new system now. So folks, the question mark's out. So, so hopefully that helps you out, John. We'll move on to the next question. Another question came in, but this came in via email. I won't put that one up. Cowboys backfield. The question was Cowboys backfield. Typhoon, what's up? Okay, let's go look. So question was Cowboys backfield. Typhoon, what's the deal? Okay, let's put it on the board. All right, you got your tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, and on top of that, Witten, you got a good blocking tight end. He's underestimated for his blocking. Then you got Collins. You can bring him in right there. Unbalanced line, baby. We coming straight down your throat. That's what Cowboys can do. Cowboys can line up, run heavy, and hey, we can do this 4 quarters. What you want to do? Can you handle this? Is what the Cowboys can say. So we already know that is a plus for whoever's a running back coming in. Let me put Witten back on the field. My bad. Let's put Witten back on the field. All right, you got a stud in Dez. You got a stud in Romo. So you got help. So now you got help because now you got a fear of Dez. So while they're putting attention on Dez, he helps free up whoever's the running back. So you got help. Then you got help with a little help with Witten. You got a little help with Cole Beasley or Terrence Williams or Street or whoever wins that job or comes in 11 personnel. You still got a little help here. So now you got to do a little one-on-one attention here. So in other words, it's going to be rough to just focus on the running back like it is in other systems. So, all right, now let's get to the question. All right, let's look at your running backs. All right, we here at Fantasy Football 101. If Ryan Williams was healthy, he's the most talented back on the roster. It would be Ryan Williams. If Ryan Williams would take that in preseason, they would see in preseason that Ryan Williams got the juice, and he would just take over the backfield. But, you know, reports and rumors and rumblings are coming out that, man, his knee, man, he can't do it. But if we had to choose today, as far as based on just talent-wise, we're taking Ryan Williams. But you know, hey man, dude might not, can't make the club in the tub. So we don't think that's going to shake out. So that leaves us with what? Leaves us with two options, pretty much. Dunbar, no, three options: Dunbar, Randall, and McFadden. All right, let's grind it. Let's grind it. All right, you put, when you're looking at Randall. All right, let's look and see where. No, let's do that last. Let's get a good grasp on the situation first, and then we'll go to the draft position. All right, you're looking at Randall. Now Randall, when you watch his film, matter of fact, let's go over to NFL.com Game Rewind. And I just want to put the disclaimer out to NFL.com Game Rewind. We're just using this for tutelage. We're just using this for a video. We're just using NFL Game Rewind for the sole purposes of just showing and showing talents from players. We're not using NFL Game Rewind to make any money off of it. So let me just put that out there. And then let's go over the Game Rewind. Okay, guys, we're back on the whiteboard now. So hopefully you saw enough between the contrast between each player. So you kind of switch places. You saw the holes Randall was running through, and you saw what McFadden was up against. And let's say if you switch places, would Randall do exactly what McFadden did or better in McFadden's situation in Oakland? And then you take McFadden out and then you put him in at the Cowboys. And this is a question you need to ask yourself. We're just trying to help you. We're giving you the information and you make your decision. That's what we do. And then you take McFadden out and you put him in the Cowboys system. You know, the holes were there. So now you're looking at, you know, which one do you think has the juice? Now let's go ahead and put it on the whiteboard. You got your QB here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. Witten, Dez, and Williams. Romo, running back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll bring in a fullback. Nah, let's do it this way. Yeah, we're bringing a fullback. Now we'll do it this way, because this is the package the Cowboys like to use when they play bully ball. QB, fullback, running back, tight end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. 22 personnel. This is what they like to use when they're ready to road grade you. All right. Now, when you watched Randall, he got one against the Redskins. He pretty much came up through the middle, made the young man miss here. Came up through the middle and he took it 65 yards to the house. Can McFadden do a 65-yarder? I don't know. It's yet to be seen. But now let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the whole situation, because this right here is really going to tell you the real case on the Dallas Cowboys backfield. It's right here. Let's just keep it real. Let's see. Let's find Randall. Randall is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He's the 20th back off the board. That's, no. Absolutely not. I'm not taking that there. You can have that. You can have that one. Give us McFadden here. So that pretty much made our decision. Give me McFadden in the 6th as opposed to Randall in the 3rd. Shoot, I'd take Jimmy Graham out of the 3rd round. I'm taking Jimmy Graham out of that one because tight end is going to give you the advantage. Let's see. I would go, you can go running back here, maybe get you a Calvin Johnson. Give me a running back, Calvin Johnson, and then Jimmy Graham. That's what I'll be trying to do. Or give me a running back. Then give me if you miss on Gronk, then give me Graham in the 2nd. Then give me nah, you can't do it that way because these wide receivers, he needs a quarterback. His quarterback is reduced. I don't know what to say about Benjamin. Cooks, he's going to ball out. That's about the only one, and Andre. Those two about the only ones I could really take, and Jimmy Graham. Ingram, I take him. Hyde, I'll take him. Murray, I'll take Miller too. Morris don't know. Frank Gore just don't know yet. I would lean towards Gore as well in the 3rd. Nah, I'll let you have Gore. I'll take Miller, Hyde, definitely take Hyde, Cooks, and Graham out of that row. You can have Randall. Let somebody else take him. I'll just wait and take McFadden because when you get down here, you should have your 2 backs secured. Let's see, in the 6th round, you should have back, wide receiver, tight end. Let's say back, wide receiver, tight end, Kels in the 5th, and then you get McFadden as your 3rd running back. Absolutely. McFadden. So to answer your question, on the Dallas Cowboys backfield, who would I take? McFadden. I would take McFadden because he's a 1st round pick. So the thing with 1st round picks that don't live up to the hype and they go to another team just can't wait to show the other organization just how stupid you were in game planning for him and using him because you had a 1st round pick and you couldn't make him pop. That's a thing in the NFL. That's why 1st round picks get so much opportunity. It's because the second team they go to trying to show you that you were idiots. Your whole coaching staff and brass, you guys are idiots because you had Darren McFadden over there the whole time and couldn't make him into 1,200 and 1,300 yards. Now we got him. He's over here with the Cowboys. Now we're going to make him into a complete star and just show you how stupid y'all are. That's real in the NFL, folks. They will take your folks do take 1st round picks trying to make a mockery out of your organization. Absolutely. So you factor that in. You factor in McFadden's bigger. You factor in the fact that they sat there with Randall on the roster all last year. Now this is the one I just can't get over. They sat there with Randall on the roster all last year, and for some reason, the man couldn't get on the field. They sat there and let Murray just take everything. No breathers. He tapping out. No, you're not coming out. They were hesitant to put Randall in. So what makes me think now, just because Murray's gone, now that they're going to give him the bulk of the carries? Man, I just can't get over that hump. That's the hump I have with Randall. It's not his style. Randall can play. Randall's fast. Randall's shifty. Randall is good for a small back. Randall can get through the skinny holes. He has speed. He can catch. I don't know about his pass pro yet. That didn't really come up. I didn't really see that in his film in this round, so I really didn't look for it. So that's a question mark. I just can't see Randall taking the book of the carries there in Dallas. I'm trying to give it to him. I am trying to give it to him, but the simple fact, I can't get over that. I can't get over the fact that they sat there and ran Murray in the ground like that, and if Joseph Randall, in their eyes, was such a significant piece that he didn't get that many touches. I can't buy that. That's the only reason why I can't sign off on Randall. And number two, you sit right here and look at it. That right there made my decision. So we're going Darren McFadden. And then we came across Jimmy Graham. Let's take a look at what Jimmy Graham brings to the table. I think third round, that's a steal for Jimmy Graham. You need to get him in your draft plans. Here's why. He's over there in Seattle now. Let's see. You got Russell. Here's Graham. And you got, let's say, Baldwin. Who else we want to put on the field? Curse. And then you got to put beast mode on the field. So now you got between 12 personnel that can bring in the tight end and go 12. I don't think they have a fullback. I don't see too much fullback from them. So they're not going 21 personnel or 22 too much. It's going to be Wilson, the other Wilson, as far as tight end is concerned. You got Wilson here. Luke Wilson. He could get on the field. Then you got Lockett. He could get on the field. Then you got Matthews from last year, which would put Baldwin or Curse here, probably Curse. Then you would put Baldwin here. Then you would put Matthews here. So in other words, Graham's on the field. So he's playing pretty much every down. So that we solved that problem. Now, what you're looking at is, this is what I call the big three. Every team needs a big three. All right. Just like the Cowboys, you had Dez, Emmett, and Aikman. Just like in Pittsburgh, you got Roethlisberger, Bell, Brown. You know, every team pretty much has their big three. You know, that's where the ball's going. These guys are getting the bulk of the carries, or the bulk of the targets, you know, or the bulk of the throws. That's usually how it goes. And this team Seattle Seahawks have worked so long just off Wilson and Lynch. These two guys, I hate to say it, but these two guys are just mediocre. Right now, your best wide receiver is Graham. Right now. He's going in the third round. That's the second round. This is second round type of a workload. So we don't do rankings. Now we put them up. Tim put them up on Fantasy Pros. But as far as me, I don't do rankings. I'm looking at your situation. I put you on the whiteboard, and I put you through the situation, and I'm looking to see if you're getting goal line. The first thing I look at, are you going to score me some points? Now we all know Graham can get in here and high point the ball in my ball mentality. So he's a red zone threat now. So we got that solved. So he can score. Now, when they get him down the middle of the seam, when you're running beast mode this way, and you do a play action pass, Wilson's coming out, bam. He's killing that. You're going to see that. I'm telling you now. That's going to be a staple of their offense. He's going to kill Graham with that. All right? Let's see another way Graham can be utilized. All right? Let's say you can bring in Luke Wilson now. Now you got Luke Wilson here, hand in the dirt. Now you got Graham here. Well, now what you're working with. Now Graham can come in. Graham can do the little outs. Or he can do the pivot and come back. That's probably what he'll do a lot, that pivot. Wilson just hit him. Right here. He can get on the field that way. So when they go change personnel, they go to the 12 personnel, Graham's still on the field. Graham's playing. All right. Now, let's say if you do want to switch out, now Graham can come out here. Or Graham can go over here. Basically what we're saying is Jimmy Graham is going to be a monster in Seattle offense, even though it's a traditional pro style offense and a power zone, power running scheme. We know that. We know it's a traditional pro, but Jimmy Graham is the best talent. You got to put your talent on the field. You know, that's basic. That's just your basic first phase of finding out who's who on the team. Just like we did with McCoy. Let's see who plays. All right. Let's see. Tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. Russell's playing. Beast Mode's playing. Jimmy Graham's playing. So now this, and whoever comes in and let's see, whoever comes in and does this, that's interchangeable. That's when you're fighting between Baldwin and Kurz and Wilson and Matthews. They fighting for that. Hold on, let me do that again. Those guys are fighting for that. You got Graham on the field, and you got Lynch on the field and Wilson. That's your big three. That's your big three. That's what offense is going to. That's what offense is going to move the ball. Everything else, Tyler Lockett, I forgot, put him in there too. You know, they fighting for that. So absolutely, his workload warrants a second-round pick. That's how we do it. We don't give him full outcomes, a touchdown. He has red zone presence, and he's not coming off the field, and he's part of the big three. That's all I need to know. Get him. Let's see. Let's move on to this last piece of the whiteboard, and we'll wrap this one up. Washington Redskins. And we thought this would happen last year. And let me show you what we're talking about. Let's see. Tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle. Griffin, Alfred Morris. They're playing. Now, when you watched them last year, you had Garcon in the X, and you had the D-Jacks at the Z. Now, here's a nugget for you. This is a nugget for you guys. When you look at Gruden's system, see, Gruden runs the traditional West Coast, not the modified West Coast. He runs the traditional West Coast. He's the old school. So all his targets are meant to go from right to left. You know, you go here, then you go to, I didn't even put the tight end on the field. Then you go through the tight end, and then the X is the last on the totem pole. Is what I'm trying to say. This is your last. He catches the last targets. That's why you had Deshaun Jackson outdoing him. And it baffled me because when you look at that's how Gruden's system works. So AJ Green, he's a Z, and you notice AJ Green is running the full route tree. He's doing everything. You know, AJ Green is doing everything. AJ Green is everywhere. So that, and then you got the guys battling for the 2 spot, which is why Tyler Eifert is a big piece, because he's working this way. He's coming to Tyler Eifert next. So pick up Tyler Eifert. He's going. When is Tyler Eifert going? Pierre Garçon in the 9th. That's insane. Where is my man at? Kyle Rudolph is here. Delaney Walker, Josh Hill, Antonio. What, before Gates? But y'all out y'all mind. Fleener. Where's Rudolph? I mean, where's Eifert? See, Fleener. There he is. 14th round? Are you kidding? Wow. Eifert's going in the 14th round. Wow. Look where Pierre Garçon is going. He's the number 1. They finally got the system right. I thought they was going to do it last year. And that's why when I saw him come out in the X, I wish I could have done a whiteboard last year for it. I would have told you last year when I saw Pierre Garçon in the X, I was like, oh, they putting him. That was huge to me, because you knew this is your man, your route runner, your chain mover, and D-Jax is more of a downfield threat. So that surprised me when where's D-Jax? Oh, he's going here. He's going field, but you can have that. Give me Pierre. Give me Pierre. So the rumblings of Pierre having a bounce back, that's true. That's going to happen, because now he's in the number 1 position again. Like I said, that's a traditional West Coast system, not a modified West Coast system. So the targets are going backwards. Like I said, that's your 1. I didn't want the big one out. So in other words, Garçon is over here now. Then it goes to the tight end. Now it's Paul or Reed. Then it's coming over here to Jackson. Now Jackson's still gonna get some targets, don't get me wrong, but he's not gonna eat like Pierre over here, because Pierre is now the man who the offense is dependent on to keep him on schedule. So that's why Tyler Eifert is huge. That's why Pierre Garçon now is huge. So yeah, we just wanted to just bring that to your attention. Some things that we saw. We answered a couple of Twitter questions and answer email that I received about the Cowboys backfield. Yeah, I just can't get over I'm still trying to fight with Randall. I just can't get over the fact. I just can't get over that. That's holding me back from suggesting Randall, guys. But yeah, as we bring this episode to a close, I just want to thank everybody for your support. Hashtag the whiteboard. If you have any pressing questions, hopefully I'll answer you guys' questions tonight. If you have any questions about any players, ADP, anything, fantasy football related. If you hear rumblings and hey, Typhoon, is this what you think about this? Is this true? Just hit me up. We'll try to get back to you as soon as we can. Like I said, before training camp right now, I have time allotted to the whiteboard, because, once training camp comes in, that's when I'll probably start, going off doing guest shows on podcasts. I have to prepare for those. And I also have to get ready for the subscribers to make sure that they're abreast and make sure they understand what's happening during preseason. That's when we'll probably do. We'll probably add the whiteboard, private whiteboard sessions during preseason, going over who's going to pop and who's going to dud out because of the combinations and the schemes that they're in, whether it's traditional West Coast, modified West Coast, traditional pro, HW personnel, modified spread, pistol. That matters. It makes a difference of where the ball is going, the system, and where the players are. And that's telling you who's going to get the ball. So yeah, you already have an idea of who's going to pop. Now you don't know exactly what they're going to do, but you know they're going to be utilizing that system. So any one of those players can be a breakout. So Pierre Garçon, yeah, he's a pickup. Tyler Eifert, he's a pickup. Jimmy Graham, 3rd round, absolutely, sign me up. Joseph Randle, 3rd round, nope, you can have it. Darren McFadden in the 6th, where do I sign? LaShawn McCoy, number 8 overall in the 1st round, I'll take it. So this concludes episode number 3 of, I don't know, this might be episode number 4. Episode number 4 of The Whiteboard. I'm your host, the Fantasy Typhoon. Google or Bing, the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter, and that's my page. And, it has to happen. It has to happen here before it can happen in NFL. Before it can happen in fantasy. It's just that simple. And don't just win. Dominate!